channel, and today we are doing a July favourites. It's at the end of July, well, when I'm filming this, almost at the end of July, and July has just whizzed past, I think, and it's just gone really, really well, if that makes sense. So the foundation I've been loving, I've been using it ever since I bought it. I think I bought it in June, but I've been using it ever since, and I absolutely love this foundation. I did have it in a paler shade and I liked it, but it just wasn't for me in a paler shade. In a darker shade, in my tan shade, I love it even more. I don't know why, I'm just like, oh my good grief, I love it so, so much. So the foundation that I'm talking about is the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation in 220. This foundation is so beautiful. It is a yellow based hue, and basically me not tanning, I'm very yellow based skin. My pigments are very yellow based, and I love this. It complements my tan so much. I love it. It just blends out. I've got it on today. It's just very nice. It is matte and it is kind of poreless. If you use a lot, I mean a lot, it doesn't look poreless. It kind of doesn't look poreless if you slap so much of it on. So if you have like 10 layers of this on, it won't look poreless. But if you add like a little bit and then you build it up to full coverage, it looks very nice. This is it on my skin, and I absolutely love this foundation, so I do rate this. The next favourite of mine is my concealer. As soon as I got this concealer, I was like, okay, I need to try this concealer. Everyone was hyped up back in the day of this concealer, and I never wanted to buy it when it was hyped up because I didn't know if their words were genuine, if you know what I mean. I like to watch someone who had been using it for a really long time, or they like it so much that they will rave about it, because every review when this concealer first came out, it was they were kind of repeating themselves, like, oh my god, this is great, foundation's so good, and it was kind of like they weren't really liking it. But I love this foundation. I've got it. It's the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Almond. I absolutely love this so much. I use it every day. You get, how much, mate? You get 15 mil. This is a 30 mil foundation. This is a 15 mil concealer. You get a lot of product in here, a very lot of product. I do need to get some more because I'm running out, but it's in the shade Almond and I love it. I love the dofer. The dofer is a diamond shape as well. I just love the dofer. It's just so nice and it does fit like that. I don't like dofers that are just, how can I say it, too big or anything like that. I hate dofers that will literally like the size of your finger dofer. I don't like that because it's not for me, but this one is a diamond shape. I love it so much. It blends out so nicely. I've got it on today underneath my eyes. There is no creasing. It blends out beautifully. It's a bit, goes a long way. So you just know, like, if you're doing your chin, do a dot and that's it, because that will spread out so far. And I just love how full coverage this is as well. I just love that you can conceal with it, contour, highlight and retouch that. I only use it for concealing and I love it. It's just one of my favourites. So the next favourite is a powder foundation, and it's only £2. I use it as a bronzer. I've got it on today as a bronzer. It is matte and it's in the shade Cinnamon. This is it. This is such a good bronzer. What I do like it is buildable, but it's a foundation, so it blends really well, but it is buildable. I love this so much. It's just so pretty. I love the shade. I just love everything about it. It blends on so beautifully. It just gives you just that flawless airbrushed look. Like, it just looks so good. It's not patchy at all. It just got, because it's a foundation, it's just not patchy and it just blends out really nicely. So I do like this. The colour is, it is very warm. It's in the shade Cinnamon. It is so warm, but I love the colour of this. It is just a nice colour and it's just perfect for a bronzer look. If you like a warmer toned bronzer, get this one. It is perfect and it's only £2, so you're saving like so much money. If you get like a bronzer that's like 10 quid, you're saving like £8 just by getting one something like this. It's from Primark. I love it for a bronzer. It's just so good. The next thing I am loving is my Prep Inspire Infused primer. I absolutely love this. This is just so good. It reminds me a lot of MAC. It really does. It reminds me a lot of MAC. When you put it on, it blends out your powder so nicely. It lays it down nicely. It's just a good spray. I just love it. That's a coconut as well. You can use this for a primer or for a setting spray. I use it for a setting spray. Sometimes if I want to, I'll probably use that as a primer as well, just to get me like that, you know, that hydration. But this as a setting spray is really good, so I do recommend you try it. I believe this was around about, I think about £4 to £5. I'm not quite sure though, but it is such a good setting spray. It just blends your powder all together. I'm wearing it today, and it just infuses all your powders together and makes your skin like baby smooth and flawless. So the first thing is I bake underneath my eyes. I do bake. My eyes are not looking dry at all. They're just looking very hydrated because I put the spray over the top and it just sinks in your powder. So the first one that I do bake with is the Huda Beauty in the shade Sugar Cookie. This is white. Can you see how white it is? It is extremely white, but it does the job. I don't bake it on there for that long. So what I do is I'll bake this under my under eyes. I'll leave it on there, and then I'll go in with my other powder that I'll show you after this. And then after I've powdered the rest of my face, I'll just dust off the powder, and it just brightens up your under eyes so much. It gives you that brightening effect underneath your eyes. I have dark circles, I do, but I want something to brighten them up, and Sugar Cookie from Huda Beauty powder, it just brightens it up so much, and it is so good to use. I just love it. It's just a great powder. So if you're ever wanting to bake your under eye and it to be bright and smooth and flawless, go the Huda Beauty in Sugar Cookie. The next favourite of mine is a powder, and it is the Fenty Beauty powder. This is what I set all over my face. Yes, you can see, kind of see the light, you kind of see yourself right there. Hello. But this is a good powder. It sets down your makeup so nicely. It blends really well. You don't get some powders when you set down your foundation. They're kind of the powders. Some of those powders kind of cling there. When you wipe it off, it's like a big patch of powder. This don't do that. This is so beautiful. Get the shade Butter if you want it to go all over your face. It just looks so beautiful and so flawless. I love it. The other two powders that I'm actually loving. Oh my god, these two powders combined are the dream team. They're my dream team. They are so good. But it's household bits, and I feel like I need to tell you some household bits that I've been loving. I will put pictures on the side of me, by the side of me, to tell you what I'm talking about. But the first product that I'm going to be talking about is the Lenore Unstoppables. If you didn't see it in my last video, I talked about how I use Lenore Unstoppables in my washing machine. Oh my god, I love Lenore Unstoppables. If you haven't tried Lenore Unstoppables, you're missing out. I used it without my washing, and then I use it with my washing. There's a big difference if you use it without your washing. The smell of Lenore Unstoppables, they smell so nice. They give your clothes that smell, and along with your conditioner and powder, it just makes the dream team go really well. You can also put the Lenore Unstoppables into little baggies and put them in your cushions. I'm going to get little baggies and put them in my cushions, and I can't wait to do that. But I love the Lenore Unstoppables. You can just, I feel like you can put them into baggies, put them in your cushions, but also you can put them into baggies and put them in your underwear drawer, and they can smell. Some people put like potpourri in the underwear drawer and then it runs out. I'm guessing the Lenore Unstoppables will run out, but it will probably give your clothes a nice smelling fresh throughout the day, so I will try that as well. But that's one of the household products I've been loving. The next household product that I've been loving is called the Pink Stuff, the spray ball. Oh my gosh, that gets off grime, grease, like no other thing does. I use it on my sink, and in my sink I had a lot of grime in there. When you've been washing up so many times and you clean, but then your sink gets a little bit grimy and you need something to get the grime out and stuff like that, the Pink Stuff will do it. I spray it in my sink and in my plug, and I then leave it for about 5 minutes, come back, clean it, and oh my god, it's like my sink is new again. It's so good. I use it on my cooker, it gets off grease like that. I use it on the back, on my walls. It's just a good product. I love it so much. It just gets off so much grease, and it just makes everything look nice and clean, fresh. I think the Pink Stuff is such a good product. I just love it. The next product is Zoflora. You see, there's Zoflora, but if you get knockoff brands like Flora, it does the same thing as Zoflora. I love it. I love putting Zoflora in my sink, putting a cat foil in, mixing it around, and then putting it on my cupboards, on my sides. It's antibacterial, so it's fine. And your whole kitchen afterwards just smells like Zoflora. Whatever scent you've got, it just smells like that, and it smells so good. I even use Zoflora in my sink and my bathroom, and oh my god, it just smells so good. it just smells really nice. Sometimes I will either get like a little, I even put it on my doors, or I put it like on my doors. Like your doors need to smell nice, and every time you open your door, it smells like bloody Zoflora. I'm like, this smells excellent. So I love that as well. So Zoflora is another brand that I absolutely love. So guys, that's the end of my favourites. I hope you liked this video. Please give this video a big thumbs up. If you subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.